all praise. Once again, I want to give all praises to the Most High.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Kodash.
Amen. And let's see, especially the elders and even to the brothers are now coming up.
Good.
And I mean that, in all the honor, because when you really think about it, and the brother and his truth, there is plenty, boy. There is plenty that one man again you could see. You know what I mean? So I say, brother, open up your eyes of this lesson. Get get the wisdom and knowledge and insight that you have about some of your side. You know what I mean? Where it's supposed to be too, in a sense, you know what I mean? This lesson is more about heritage. Because what Jake lost, they lost their heritage. You know what I mean? That's why they always, the up and down, they even know themselves. Somebody can get Ezekiel 37. You know what I mean? You have piece up?
Yeah. Jeremiah 17 and 5.
Come on.
No, so like Jeremiah 17 and 4, and thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage.
Shall they continue from where what?
From thy heritage.
Yeah, from the heritage. Where heritage is the Most High Law, Statutes and Commandments. That is in Deuteronomy. I think it's 4 and verse 8. And somebody could get Job 33 and verse 4. And hold the Job 33 and verse 4. Yeah, Ezekiel, when I Ezekiel 37, one time. Yeah.
Ezekiel 37 and 1.
Come on.
The hand of the Most High was upon me, and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones.
It was full of what?
Which was full of bones.
Yeah, and that bones you're talking about is not literal bones. Not like marrow. Go ahead.
And caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry.
They were very what?
They were very dry.
Yeah, go ahead.
And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live?
Can these what?
Can these bones live?
Yeah, come on.
And I answered, O Yahweh power, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord.
Come on.
Thus saith Yahweh power unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you.
Yeah, the Most High cause what?
Will cause breath to enter into you.
Yeah, like the liver does. Well,
And
you
ye shall
waking up to see the, you know what I mean, the truth. And that while I was supposed to come out here and really, you know, start up at work, but nevertheless, you fighting it. Go ahead. Wow.
And ye shall live, and I will lay sinews upon you.
And you will live what?
Sinews upon you.
Yeah, come on.
And will bring up flesh upon you.
Yeah, come on.
And over you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you.
And put what?
And put breath in you.
Wow. Job 33 and verse 4.
This is Job chapter 33 verse 4.
Yeah, come on.
He said, the spirit of power had made me,
Yeah.
and the breath of the Almighty had given me life.
God give me what?
Life.
Yeah, and that life going back to the word. I mean, that life going back to the word of the Most High. But man continue to read, keeping the Most High laws, statutes and commandments, as when you read in Isaiah 28 and verse 10, he said, piece up upon piece up, line upon line, here little, there little. Yeah, piece up?
Yeah. He said, this is Baruch chapter 4 verse 1. He said, this is the book of the commandments of power, and the Lord hath endured forever.
And the Lord are there for what?
Forever.
Yeah, come on.
He said, all they that keep it shall come to life.
All that what?
Keep it shall come to life.
Yeah, not that much? Go ahead.
But such as leave it shall die.
Yeah, so God leave it and die, boy.
And I go back to the Ezekiel 37 where he said, you see the bones was dry. Right?
You can have this water.
Done.
What?
He said, the scripture say, all who thirst
Yeah, thirst for righteousness.
after righteousness.
After righteousness, you know what I mean? Even when I read Proverbs, I put a good thing to read too. Because Proverbs say the law is a light and a lamp. You know what I mean? It's the light now, boy. Really, man. Wow, second is just.
So second Ezra 3, second Ezra 3, verse 5.
Yeah, come on.
And give us a body unto Adam.
Give it a what?
a body unto Adam.
Yeah, that's like how we give a body unto Adam. Come on.
Without soul.
Without a what?
Without soul.
Yeah, come on.
Which was the workmanship of thy hands. And didst breathe into him the breath of life.
So we're not talking about literal. You know what I mean? We're not talking about that inhale and exhale. We're talking about this spiritual. Yeah.
Yeah, they Baruch 4 verse 28. It says, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High Yahweh,
Yeah, come on.
so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
Seek him what?
10 times more.
Take on that precept, man. Take on that precept.
Baruch 4 and 28.
You know what I mean? All we are fighting, we fight now. These people are living brothers too.
God.
That ain't not grind. That ain't not grind. It's a hard thing. I'm telling you, it's a while, it's a hard thing. Real hard thing to be outside here and seeing. I just walk into the night saying, wait, look at this, eh? On our workplace, and it's only because I don't pay my bills. You know what I mean? It's only because. Otherwise, I'm not even because country lights out, you know. Yeah, bring up yourself back, Salaki.
Wisdom of Solomon 7:24, for wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness.
By what?
By reason of her pureness.
Yeah, by reason of it.
For she is the breath of the power of Yahweh.
What?
For she is the breath of the power of Yahweh, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her. So the breath is the wisdom, knowledge, understanding Yahweh.
I think I can't remember the exact scripture. He said no filth come out of the Most High mountain. No filth. He said no work coming out is only righteousness. I mean only pure. What about Genesis 7 and verse 2 and verse 7?
You want Genesis
2 and verse 7. Yes, Genesis 2 and verse 7.
This is Genesis.
2 and 7.
Yeah.
And the Most High power formed man of the dust and of the ground,
And of the what?
and of the ground, and breathed it into his nostrils,
And what?
and breathed it into his
Yes,
nostrils,
we're not talking about physical exhale, inhale, exhale. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
the breath of life,
Breath of
and
what?
man became a living soul. The
Yeah.
breath of life, and man became a living soul.
We're not talking about physical exhale, inhale, exhale. Somebody get Isaiah 44. Yeah, Isaiah 44, and I think it's verse 4 or verse 5, right? Verse 1. Verse 1 to 5. Isaiah 44, verse 1 to 5. Because that there, it is coming. Yeah, go ahead. Come.
Isaiah 44 and 1.
Yeah, because these were going back to Israel, how Israel is supposed to be.
Yet
You know
now
what I mean?
here, O Jacob, my servant,
Uh-huh.
and Israel, who I have chosen. Thus said the Most High that made thee, and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou, Jeshurun, whom I have chosen. For I will pour out water upon him that is thirsty,
Uh-huh.
and floods upon the dry ground,
Yeah, come on.
and will pour out my spirit upon thy seed,
Yeah, come on.
and my blessings upon thy offspring.
The 5, eh?
The water there.
And they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the water courses.
Or you can see brothers waking up. When you see a brother wake up, yeah, it's plenty, boy. It's real plenty. I don't like it. There's one, but I plenty to me. It's real plenty. Go ahead.
And one shall say, I am the Most High, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob.
Yeah, man, so we are alive with the Lord statute and commandment. Right, last time I think we had talked about this, we had talked about men who actually still say Jesus or Christ. You know that wrong? Okay, you can't be renaming yourself a Hebrew Israelite, carry a Hebrew name, and calling on a Greek. You know what I mean? Using a Greek name, you know what I mean? For the Messiah. That is blasphemy for him. You find it?
Yeah. And another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Most High, and surname himself by the name of Israel.
Yeah. Get 54 and verse 14 now. And when he said, we just stand up and say, yeah, that is a lie. You understand it? 54. And verse 14.
Yeah. This is
58.
Isaiah.
Salaki, 58 and verse 14. Salaki.
Isaiah 58 and 14.
Yeah, come on.
Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Most High,
Me what?
in the Most High,
Yeah, come on.
and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage,
Me what?
with the heritage of Jacob thy father.
So what is really Jacob heritage?
This is Sirach. Sirach 24. Yeah, Sirach 24. I'll start from verse 1 and I'll come down to verse 8.
Can.
This is Sirach chapter 24. Salaki, Ecclesiasticus chapter 24, verse 1. It says, wisdom shall praise herself and shall glory in the midst of her people. Right? Down to verse 8. So the creator of all things gave me a commandment, and he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest, and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thy inheritance in Israel.
Get 23 and verse 12 now.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 23, verse 12. He said, there is a word that is clothed about with death. He said, the power, Yahweh, great.
Salaki, 17 and verse 9.
17 verse 9.
Yeah, 17 and verse 9.
This is Ecclesiasticus
17 and verse 9.
chapter 17, verse 9. He said, he gave them to glory in his marvelous act forever, that they might declare his works with understanding.
Yeah, go ahead.
He said, and the elect shall praise his holy name, because this he gave them. He said, because this he gave them knowledge.
Give them what?
Knowledge.
Yeah, go ahead.
And the law of life.
And the what?
And the law of life for an heritage.
And the law of life for a what?
An heritage.
For a heritage. And the law of life for a heritage. I think you are more. I think it's that same 17, 23. 17, 23.
Yeah, jump 23. Cover 12 and then jump 23.
Yeah.
Verse 12. He said, and made an everlasting covenant with them, and showed them his judgment.
So that means what?
His judgment. Jump to 423.
Yeah, go ahead.
He said, afterward he will rise up and reward them, and render their recompense upon their head.
Yeah. But you must say I just go to. You know what I mean? Balance. Balance.
I just want to say,
But it's 17 and 9 I really wanted to touch
So
on that.
that why I know what I'm bringing out.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 15, verse 3. For to know thee is perfect righteousness, yea, to know thy power is the root of immorality. Immorality, yeah. Salakia.
Somebody check out the meaning of what is the internet on the phone. Internet on the phone, anybody?
No, I don't think.
Internet on the phone?
I have a piece of here right time.
Yeah.
There's 1 Peter 2, verse 9. It says, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, peculiar people, that ye should shew forth the praises of him who had called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Can. Very important.
I could see something marvelous.
Can.
I could understand it to an extent. I think it's 2 Corinthians. Chronicles, I mean.
Chronicles.
16 and verse 13. 16 and verse 13. It was not the first one.
This is 2 Chronicles, chapter 16.
Verse 13.
As Esau slept with his father.
No, first Chronicles 16 and verse 13.
First Chronicles chapter 16, verse 13. O ye seed of Israel, his servant. O ye children of Jacob, his chosen one.
What?
O ye children of Jacob, his chosen one.
Because the brother just mentioned earlier, peculiar church. Go ahead.
He said, he is the Lord of our power. His judgment are in all the earth.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a place of judgment now, and no ground and no hell.
Can.
And the heaven is a place of judgment.
Can.
He said, but he mindful. He said, but mindful.
He said, but be mindful.
Yeah.
Always have that in your mind. Always wonder and think in your mind. Always. I always tell everybody, every minute, every second again in your life. Always say, well, you're about to try to water, rock it up. You might just say it out loud and you can just keep it in your mind. Always. No matter what you're doing in your life, you're going to work, you're going to cook some food, always have that in your mind.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
First Chronicles chapter 16, verse 15, it said, be ye mindful always of his covenant.
Of his what?
Of his covenant.
Agreement. Come on.
That the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations.
What?
He said, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations.
Go ahead.
Even of the covenant which he made with Abraham and of his oath unto Isaac, and had confirmed the same to Jacob for a law.
What?
He said, and had confirmed the same to Jacob for a law.
He sealed it for a law. Go ahead.
And to Israel for an everlasting covenant.
For everlasting covenant. Be mindful. Man supposed to be mindful of that covenant. Bring it yourself back.
In Psalms 47, verse 19. He said, he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
So in these certain other nation, man supposed to be saying Kalalaya about Shemil Shai every day, every second of your life. I mean, somebody get see how the most I would. Genesis. When he tell you Abraham, Genesis is I think it's Genesis 35 and 9. Genesis 35 and 9. 35 and 9? Yeah, Genesis 35 and verse 9.
This is Genesis chapter 35, verse 9.
Sure.
And Yahweh appeared unto Jacob again
Yeah.
when he came out of Padarama and blessed him.
And what?
And blessed him.
So you bless that man. Go ahead.
And Yahweh said unto him, Thy name is Jacob.
Yeah, we get our name. Now why we could name myself right now and now on Israel. Forefather Jacob. Go ahead.
Thy name shall not be called anymore. Thy name shall not be called anymore Jacob, but Israel.
What?
But Israel
Yeah, come on.
shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel.
So I give him that. The name, that rename. You know what I mean? If I even go further with Abraham, you know what I mean? How Hebrew really come up is because Abraham too. Abraham. And that's the thing too. You know what I mean? So a man that calling himself Israel, he's saying, hey, God bless her, it's your way. Most I talk to my forefathers. You know what I mean? Most I deal with my forefathers. So you know what I mean? A man must be glad, happy about that. Not down and serving another God and calling Jesus and Christ
And even just to add, because one of the things that when they come in this truth, right? Scripture say that what? Most I choose you. Right? So that's supposed to be something special in your side that you're supposed to think, hey, out of everybody here, the most I choose me. Right? So then you're supposed to take this and run with it.
Can.
Because knowing who you is, knowing this heritage, right? Hey, this is a very special thing. A very special thing.
That would the Baruch 4:28 say.
Yeah.
Seek him 10 times more now, but know that you eat it.
This is Psalms 105, verse 6. O ye seed of Abraham, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen. He is the Lord of our power. He said, his judgments are in all the earth. He said, he had remembered his covenant forever, the word which he commanded 1,000 generations.
Like Christopher come, Christopher Day.
Can. And it's bearing witness too.
Can.
Just read the same chronicle. Right? He said, which covenant he made with Abraham and his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant, saying, unto thee will I give the land of Canaan, the lot of your inheritance.
That big play.
It's a very big play. You know that land, it's a thing. It's a thing in that land. It's a thing in that land. What Galatians
3 and 16.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Galatians 3 and 16. Now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made.
Well, right, so just like all this what I read before, you know what I mean? That lot of land. It could be easy, you understand? By the grace of Yahweh, Hashem Yosai. He's saying here, to the what?
Now to Abraham
Now to Abraham,
and his seed
and a seed,
were the promises made.
what the promises made. Go ahead.
He said not
Not,
unto seeds
and not the seeds.
as of many.
Yeah, no, that nation, boy.
So like we can say, so after my brother said, Abraham had 8 seeds.
Can,
Right? He had Isaac, Ishmael,
can.
and he had the 6 sons of Keturah. So they didn't get the blessings. He said seed, as in what? Singular, not plural.
Can.
Right? Read it back again slower.
This is Galatians 3 and 16. Now to Abraham and his seed
And the seed which is one.
were the promises made.
By the promise made, that's Galatians, that's Genesis 17. It's promised to Isaac. Right?
He said not unto seeds.
Not unto seeds, because Abraham had 8 seeds. And when people read it, they say, hey, we are Abraham. I'm sure, yeah, but the blessings go to one. It go to one, which is Isaac.
Can. And Isaac then do what? He had the other one. Twins.
Yeah.
And what happened to that?
Let me back up with this one too.
One again.
Exactly.
It was the seeds.
Let me back up with this
It
one.
was seed.
This is Hebrews.
You know what I mean?
This is Hebrews 11 and 9. By faith he sojourned in the land. Start from the top. Hebrews 11 and 8. By faith Abraham, when he was called to go into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obey, and he went out, not knowing whether he went. By faith he sojourned in the land of promise, in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacle with Isaac and Jacob, heirs of him of the same promise. So from Isaac he went down to Jacob.
Can.
Yeah, you say it's single, right?
Yeah.
So I'm really supposed to watch this service. That really crazy shit. Now everybody could get it.
Can.
In our world of billion, trillion of people. You know what I mean? If few men will see out there will stand up for righteousness. But when I really think about it, to design the earth, how to be a real architect by sun, everything that is, you know what I mean? The air that they breathe. You may take care and see that you guys, you can't comprehend how you survive them, or how you're here, or how you exist. You know what I mean? You have to acknowledge your heritage, going back to your forefather. That way it was real. When they read that thing in Job 8, I think it's 24, he says, search your forefathers now. You know what I mean? That is a serious thing. That is really the whole time you have to go back to really look at the party walking. You know what I mean? You have to watch the blueprint. Get the blueprint, the foundation you're going to build on, you have to see that blueprint. You know what I mean? It's a part.
In Genesis 17 and 19, and Yahweh said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him.
The seed after him. So Isaac had 2 seeds.
Singular again. Sweet.
He had 2 seeds, so one was chosen.
Can.
And as for Ishmael, I have heard thee.
Yeah.
Behold, I have blessed him,
Yeah.
and will make him fruitful,
Yeah.
and will multiply him exceedingly.
Yeah.
12 princes shall be begot.
This is the Arabs today. Most I bless them. Yeah, they get a blessing. But the promise ain't good to them. Go ahead.
And I will make him a great nation.
Yeah.
But my covenant will establish with Isaac,
Yeah.
with Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time the next year.
Fine. And you go back to Galatians, and you go back to Galatians, read out the tale who's the seed. And even go deeper because it's a Mashiach at the end. And a Mashiach, we know in the spirit of who's a Mashiach.
Yeah.
We know who he is, what, Jerry?
And he the root and the seed and the
Exactly.
offspring out.
Exactly. You know?
Bring it back out.
Yeah, about the Galatians.
Galatians 3 and 16.
Yeah.
Now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made.
Yeah.
He said not unto seeds,
Yeah.
as of many,
Yeah.
but as of one,
Yeah, and it's who?
unto thy seed,
Yeah.
which is Mashiach.
Just Mashiach. So they don't cut off people here.
Yeah, I got to tell you, man, belly.
Yeah.
Man, belly, and you look up right now because you know what? Nice facts.
So you say that
Yeah.
You say that Mashiach was Abraham's son?
I mean, but I facts spiritually. I mean,
Yeah.
I really care what the physical. I know what's our whole generation line from Adam coming straight on.
Yes. I tell you that. I'm going to for you. You said it too. I'm going to for you. And this is Matthew. Because it said that, right? This is Matthew chapter 1, verse 1. Right? Matthew chapter 1, verse 1, it said, the book of the generation of Yahushua Mashiach, the son of David, the son of Abraham.
And that's straight to the point.
Generation, meaning lineage.
Straight to the point. I even read us that. Straight to the point.
Yeah.
He's saying, even when you read John 1 and verse 1, you see what things are spirited from the beginning of it. That brings straight back to generation and all too. Right? So, yeah, close up there. So.
The one more day. We can find it.
Malachi after.
Yeah, bring him Malachi in and go ahead.
This is Malachi 3 verse 6.
Yeah, come on.
Say, for I am Yahweh, I change not.
Hey, change what?
I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Jacob live forever, right?
Malachi what?
3 and 6.
Jacob is what he show, I tell her what he showed the other day, the Avengers, the Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take it in the other day and think, man, that's so.
Last
Thanos is
one.
not script too, yeah, but.
You reciting scriptures.
Yeah, they're reciting scripts too. So, hey, that movie real deep. Well, not about no something, macho thing, it's just how the man really talking in that movie, it paint a picture to me how Mashiach gonna bring back everything now, bro. So one now.
I want to finish up. You close out for this one. This one's a dynamite. Yeah, you with 11, 17 to 19. Read slow.
This is Hebrews 11 and 17. By faith, Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac. And he that had received the promises,
Yeah.
offered up his only begotten son.
So, hey, the Most High call Isaac the only begotten son. So, who got to label as the only begotten son?
Come.
You back again slow.
Hebrews 11 and 17.
Yeah.
By faith, Abraham, when he was tried,
Yeah.
offered up Isaac. And he that had received the promises,
Who received the promise? Isaac. Abraham, Isaac. Yeah, go ahead.
offered up his only begotten son.
So, Isaac is known as the only begotten son. And Galatians it said the seed of a Mashiach, right? Go ahead.
Of whom it was said
Yeah.
that in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
So, Isaac that I see before. Go ahead.
According that Yahweh
Yeah.
was able to raise him up, even from the dead.
So, you raised up Isaac from the dead? So, yeah.
Was raised him up from the
That's
dead.
Yahweh
That big
shine.
one, that big one. That big one, that big one.
Yeah.
That big one, that big one.
Yeah.
I think the video I do with Rai was with concerning first fruit now, right?
God.
And that first fruit, It's like how even the Mosiah Yahweh, his son unto we now.
Right.
Now until the ultimate sacrifice. And Mashiach had us to pay the penalty for ourselves now. You know?
Right.
It's plenty. I say you first to tell your labors to now.
Now go in the line up with the Matthew 101, seed of David and the seed of Abraham. Yeah.
Finish it? That morning. Go ahead.
That in Isaac shall thy seed be called,
Yeah.
accounting that Yahweh was able to raise him up, even from the dead,
Yeah.
from whence also he received him in a figure. By faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come.
Yeah.
By faith, Jacob, when he was a dying, blessed both the sons of Joseph
Yeah.
and worshipped, leaning upon the top of his staff.
That's right.
Like
This is your royal blood like that.
Can, can.
Hebrews gave back people and Moses and all too.
God.
I mean, it's faith now, but it's
Yeah.
faith you have too. Like real faith now. Think about something that you never really witnessed
Like
eye
I
to
always
eye.
say, you can't have faith in the Most High to give you
Yeah,
faith.
God.
Most High really bless you with that mental, but I mean,
So
so
that faith, that great faith upon
oh, you have a Hashem, you try to water,
God.
stand
Water.
the mercy and the grace and everything that follow that is good in thy sight. I mean, hopefully that we stand up strong until that day coming, Father.
Can.
Stand up strong, and I mean, you fight in the good fight. To all the brothers outside, fight the good fight, keep strong. I mean, because we know it's not an easy thing, but you have to keep your mental build because you know the time to just be this wherever. You know the time to be wherever, so you know. When I say, well, all praises to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash.
I mean, to all the brothers that question in sincerity and in truth, Raketa, to this wicked system that we live in, or what? I mean, so, till next time.
Salutation to the Akiyama across the group again.
Can.
Double honors to the Apostle, elders that rule well.
Can, right?
Amen.
Raketa.
Rakata.
Nice.